It's cold enough.
Say yeah, son.
Yes, son. Nah, I mean, son.
Okay.
Tia Mowry says her recent divorce and marriage was a success. She says, I did not fail. I simply graduated. No more wasting time. Let's get it.
My marriage was a success.
Yeah.
Okay.
I look at it as like a curriculum when you're in college or high school, right? You're learning, you're growing, you're evolving, you're creating. And I was able to create with Corey some beautiful, amazing children. And at the end of that curriculum, and at the end, there's a graduation, there's a celebration. So that's basically, you know, how I'm looking at it now. And I feel like people look at, when they look at marriage, that success equals longevity. But no, at the end of the day, it's, are they happy?
Wow. Guys, we got to thank Tia Mowry for really doing this, because she's showing you how a modern woman views marriage. Modern woman does not view marriage in terms of marriage success, longevity, the kids growing up in a two-parent household. No, she views marriage as an experience. And as soon as she's no longer enjoying that experience, she leaves.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
That's today's coffee. If you've ever wondered what type of mindset, the type of woman who is most likely to leave a marriage, initiate divorce fast, not slow, we know she did initiate her divorce with her husband. And she's been going on some campaign to talk about her marriage. But listen to the words that she used, right? She doesn't view marriage, the longevity of marriage, staying married, raising up kids up until adulthood, as a successful family and marriage. No, it's all about the experience. This is the modern view of marriage. Pay close attention to these women who you're taking seriously to date long term, and eventually maybe some of you marry. I know there's a lot of guys who are not going to do that thing. Cool. I get it. But this right here, a woman who thinks like this, talks like this, if you're dealing with a woman who listens to this and says, you know what, I agree with that, that is an obvious red flag.
You know, I've always liked the Mowry sisters, T and Tamara.
Me too.
Because I grew up on Sister. They was there.
Sister.
You know, I mostly watch cartoons and stuff because I was into that. I used to draw comic book characters and cartoons and stuff. I was in X-Men and all that stuff. But that was one of the shows that I used to watch. One of the black shows I used to watch. So I've always sort of been like, all right, go ahead and do your thing. I wasn't really invested. But when I'm like, oh yeah, that's Tia Mowry. I know who that is. That's all right. That's good. They're doing good. All right. That's cool. But this, sis, I know. Because nobody wants to say I failed in anything. Especially when you're one of the elite. Because whether y'all want to admit it or not, she's one of the elite. She has been more successful in what her chosen career was than 95 or more % of the people who pursue what she does. She is one of the elite in what she has accomplished in her life. And for somebody like that who has been so successful, it's hard, y'all. It's hard to be like, I failed at anything. Bruh. But you know, the Deacon, Will Smith, and Bishop Denzel Washington told me that you have to be okay with failing because you fail forward.
Fail early, fail often, fail forward. You know, it's always a little bit frustrating to me when people have a negative relationship with failure. Failure is a massive part of being able to be successful.
Fall forward, I think brother Denzel said.
Can I get a amen?
Fail forward. Don't fall back. Fail forward. Every failure is giving you the path to your success. Because you screw up, you know what not to do, and then you can make adjustments, and it increases your odds of doing the right thing. You got to be okay with failure.
Fail big. You will fail at some point in your life. Accept it. You will lose. You will embarrass yourself. You will suck at something.
Those are other people who are elites in their fields. Top 1% in the world in what they do. So you got to be okay with failure. So, Sister Tia, I got to tell you got to be okay with the fact. The fact that you failed.
Huh, ain't that right?
He ain't lying.
That's right.
You failed. You failed. I'm sorry. I understand it hurts on the inside. I see, on the inside. You feel it, the burden, the crushing. Knowing that you failed at something. Because yes, one of the characteristics of a successful marriage is that the marriage is still going.
Longevity, yeah.
When you talk about Jay-Z, they say he's one of the greatest rappers ever. And one of the criteria by which we judge his success, one of the big things he has over pretty much everybody in the field is that he's been able to do it longer. He's 50 years old and dropped one of the most talked about verses in the industry this year. That has once again put him in the conversation, because everybody was saying Eminem is the best rapper now, and then he dropped one verse and everybody was like, hold on, wait a minute, about this whole Eminem is the greatest thing. I know how y'all feel on the inside. I know, I get it, but a quadruple entendre off the top, no pin. Now we got to re-talk about this conversation. We got to talk about it because he dropped the verse at 50 years old. That was one of the most talked about of the year. And he's been doing it for 2 decades. That's why Jay-Z is considered one of the best. Because he's been doing it successfully for so long.
Indeed.
Longevity is definitely one of the characteristics of success of a marriage. If you get divorced, you failed in your marriage. Now, it may be because you picked wrong and the person sucked and you just didn't know. You were too young. You didn't understand. And it was a terrible choice. You still failed because you messed up your choice. It could be because you got irreconcilable differences. Y'all don't agree on how to raise these kids. He want to knock them upside the head. If you don't believe in touching them, you got to lead this man. Make sure he don't touch your kids. You failed because that was a conversation you should have had before you got married. You shouldn't up here messing up our divorce rate. Anyway, I'm sorry to tell you this. It ain't no damn graduation. It is not a graduation. You failed in your marriage, and it's okay. Guess what? 50% of the people that go into it fail it. It don't mean you a bad person.
Right, and I was going to say it doesn't mean that you personally are a failure. Your marriage failed.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
You got anything you want to add to this? Because I'm cheap.
No, that was mainly it. I was just like, I was trying to listen to where she was going with her logic, because I like the
no she had logic though.
I like it.
She had some
but
logic
no.
and a little anecdote that she put together, and she had put it together. She was trying to put it together.
Yeah, but no,
that she was
no.
It was not a good analogy. No. It wasn't no damn graduation. No. I don't know.
No, but I do understand. Like you said, with her being as successful as she is, it might be a hard pill to swallow that you did not succeed at your marriage. I get it. Nobody wants to fail in their marriage. I don't think anybody goes into their marriage thinking, you know what?
Of course not.
I'm gonna screw this up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
On purpose.
I don't think that's the mentality, but it does happen,
yes.
and that's okay. We gotta give ourselves that grace, pick ourselves up, and keep it moving.
Yes.
But yeah, there ain't no damn graduation.
Yeah.
Just stop.
I don't, that was real interesting.
Let's not lie to ourselves.
No, we don't want to do that.
Don't know exactly what happened in their relationship. I know things that have been said, like I've been hearing basically things about him feeling himself, because for the longest she was the known successful person. I mean, he's been acting for a while too, but I think because, you know, everybody knows her. She's been acting since she was a teeny bopper, you know, so everybody knows her to be the more successful and probably the main breadwinner, because she's been at it and been very successful for a long time.
Right.
But I think recently he's been getting more steam and stuff like that, so he started feeling himself.
Oh, really?
That's what, I don't know if that's true, but that's what I've been seeing online and different things of that nature. Like I said, don't know if that's true. Take it with a grain of salt. At the end of the day, only 3 people know what happened in their marriage. Him, her, and God.
Right.
So,
Can I get an amen? Yes!
so at the end of the day, it's between, you know, whatever's going on with them. But let's not lie to ourselves. Let's be real about it. If we mess up, we mess up. And it is what it is. We got to learn how to move forward.
Now, this is one of them things, y'all, that I know a lot of red pill people talk about this. So this y'all moment. Y'all get to stand up for this one. We gonna talk a little bit about the nature of men and women. The nature of men is when we fail at something, we are used to just taking an L and going home. You know why? Because we've been failing at stuff and we've been taking them L's since we was kids. Any of you guys who went out there and played basketball, even if you was the best player on the daggone field, on the court, excuse me, you're the best player on the court, sometimes depending on the team you get, you can't carry them.
Yeah.
You lose. You got to take that L. If you done played football, somebody might have hit you so hard that you saw your grandmama that you never met, but the picture somehow you saw her come and you said, "Come home to me, my child." You thought your life was over because you took that hit. Then, you know, some of you guys have gotten bullied by some other guys who was twice your size.
Man, I got mind control over Debo. He be like, shut the f up. I be quiet, but when he leave, I be talking again.
You ain't never wanted to take the L from them because they look like they would destroy you. You know, I've been bullied myself. I understand. We know what it's like to take L's. Women, however, when it comes to these lives, and this is probably one of the reasons why y'all live longer, because y'all have a lot of catches for stuff. You know, if a guy tells you you done put on a lot of weight, you need to go ahead and shave off some pounds. It's good for your health. If you shave off a couple of these here pounds, also is affecting how I'm attracted to you. I'm one of those guys who don't mind the extra pounds, but for the other 80 to 90% of the guys that I know, they care. Y'all be like, it ain't because I gain weight and it's less healthy and I need to go and get some exercise in. He fat phobic. Your divorce messes up, and let's say it's something that screwed up and you was being hard-headed about it. Y'all jokers have parties. I went to the store one time and there was actual stuff there. It was yay, I'm getting divorced. I was like, what the hell is this? Men don't have parties. Even if your boys was like, you was married to a she-dragon, congratulations on getting away. We don't go and buy stuff that says, yay, you got divorced. We say, well, brother, after she take you for half your you need to go and get your life together, brother. We here for you, whatever you need, but at least you got out of it, bro. Do better next time. That's it. That's all we say. We don't tell you didn't F her up, because you did, because you picked her. You picked her, and then you got what it was that you was going to get from picking her, and that's your fault. Ladies, I think y'all try to cushion the blow too much. I think the gloves that you put on when the punch coming, you know, they have them doofy, retarded boxing gloves that's like kitty. I think y'all try to put those on, and sometimes you need to get professional boxing gloves that's a little closer so she can feel the hit. But it don't necessarily mess up too bad.
Yes.
But we don't need to cushion it too. Y'all have a lot of cushion that y'all give each other. I think we need to work on that, ladies. She failed. That's all I will have to say about that.
And that's all I have to say about that.
I ain't failed. I didn't fail. I graduated. Get the hell out of here. Anyway, like, comment, share, subscribe. This bull. This is what we as married people got to deal with. She was with us. She was one of our people. Who trained us. I graduated. Get the hell out of here.